In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-696-1030. Again, 800-696-1030. That's 800-696-1030. 800-696-1030.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
All writers are prone to becoming so attached to our characters and stories that we struggle to see why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing to full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, shaping stories into masterpieces that can stand the test of time. Editing services are provided for all genres and all age categories. Services range from critiques of the short story through to line edits of the full-length novel and copy editing for those preparing for publication. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's bio for your websites, as well as help with those book blurbs and promotional material. We won't abandon you to the masses. We want to celebrate with you in your successes. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services and prices, visit us at blackwolfeditorial.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-610-9050. That's 800-610-9050. 800-610-9050.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it, there to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough-as-nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 $3 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-7602 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-7602 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-7602. That's 1-800-516-7602. Again, 1-800-516-7602.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1246. 800-826-1246. That's 800-826-1246. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
Trying to conceive it all at the same time. We spent more time apart between recording sessions, and we would do like a few songs now and then wait a while and maybe write and play some of them live and then like record a few songs later. So we put more kind of individual care and attention into the songs, I think.
All right, what's my motivation?
Whenever I feel that someone tells me I can't do something, I go out and accomplish it.
Pass is stolen by Pinnock. Pinnock flushes it down with two hands. Inside Metamonte double team comes. No look pass to Pinnock, who puts in the alley-oop.
Stuff like that motivates me.
We used to go out there and have fun. We both still love it.
I shoot for the moon.
I told him just be ready. This time's gonna come.
Elliott driving all the way home. This is Samantha Fondu. He slams it home with authority. A lot to see now. It's going down.
This is Danilo Pinnock, former George Washington Colonial.
This is Fatima Zabasa from the Dallas Mavericks.
You're listening to WRGW.
I was chilling right around my way.
Music.
East side of the beach. This little fool ran up on me, popping off with his homies like he was a straight G.
Interviews.
This is Tabby Bonet. What's up? It's your boy Wale. You're listening to WRGW.
Thanks, son.
Hip hop.
I just died this morning and she's dead. She's dead.
Check out Hip Hop on
WRGW.
Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 10. GW Radio. Holla.
Seriously, Lana, call Kenny Loggins because you're in the danger zone from Top Gun. Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Well, yes, obviously. No, but I mean, how would you phrase that?
You're listening to WRGW.
Danger zone.
Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, October 9th, and welcome to Hear the Press. Every Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m., this show covers the stories making headlines with a thoughtful analysis. I'm Jackson Richmond. Here with me are David Selinger and Scotty Dolgov. Welcome back, peeps.
Hi.
How are you children doing today?
I'm alright. Tired.
Am I coming through?
Yeah, you're coming through. You're alive, thank God.
Okay.
Good.
Well, it's been a pretty interesting week. Well,
Yes.
pretty interesting 2 weeks since we
Pretty
weren't on the
interesting
show
2
last.
weeks, yeah.
Since we weren't on the air last weekend.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you where we were last week.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we last week, Jack?
I think I was 200 years in the past. Trying to stop the War of 1812.
Oh, God.
Well, story short, it didn't work.
Yeah, well, did you know there was a Pence, Indiana Coincidence? Maybe.
It's probably a coincidence.
Speaking of Pence, so we all know about Trump's remarks, which we can't repeat on air. But in case you live under a rock, go online and look them up. I mean, why are people furious all of a sudden?
That is my big
That was my thing too. I mean,
what, you didn't listen to any of the things he said about Muslims or Mexicans, but
or
now that it's white women suddenly are all up in arms?
And you know what's funny? And it's not just conservatives; it's liberals too. Like I look on my Facebook
Is this the
newsfeed,
first?
yeah, and they get let me finish. They get so angry, and I'm like,
what's changed?
What's changed?
Quote, unquote,
Nothing
liberals
has changed.
Usually angry or
it's like,
quote unquote offended.
It's like, now you're gonna not support him anymore.
It's offended.
And it's not like he said this like yesterday. He said it 11
years ago.
11 years ago. So 5.
Wasn't it 95?
No, 2005.
2005.
Oh, must be remembering.
He said, listen, if he said this 2 days ago, I'd understand why people are mad. But he said this 11 years ago. I was 9 years old when he said this. Why are people getting so...
It's just, why are people furious
because
over
it's
Trump's
white women,
candidacy now?
Scotty.
That,
you understand?
I think, is
white women are
outrageous.
the most important thing.
But could have been stopped at the
He's
Republican
coming after our white
Convention.
women.
But I mean, like he has said, there's so much footage of him saying
the most
sexist,
ridiculous
misogynist,
things.
whatever you want to call it, terrible things about women.
What's so specific about this?
What makes this one any worse than all the other terrible things he said about
Or
women?
just his remarks from this past year. We're upset about what he said 11 years ago, but not what he said a year ago.
Yeah,
this is a weird place to draw the line.
It makes no
Appalling.
sense.
I
do not understand.
They were just looking for an excuse.
Outrageous and appalling.
That would be my. I think they were looking for an excuse
to ditch Trump.
That would be my thing. I would say, if I had to take a wild guess, like if I
let's think about this strategically.
That's what I'm doing.
Hillary Clinton
so the Republicans are really fed up with Trump.
Look at Paul Ryan. Speaker.
Paul Ryan, John McCain,
Rubio,
Mark Kirk.
Cruz, who, if he kept his mouth shut, he would be in the "I told you so" category. But no, he decided to commit political suicide and endorse Trump.
And but I didn't finish my sentence.
You
have all of these guys that are what's the word? Taking away their
vote. Yeah, well, thankfully, Mike Lee,
pulling their endorsement.
Senator from Utah, who's
Senator from Utah,
in the beginning.
Chaffetz,
I mean, he's in the "I told you so"
John McCain, Mark Kirk, all these very high profile, and the majority whip.
Yeah,
high profile, and they're all of a sudden
I've
now.
heard that of the 53 some Republican senators, like more than half of the ones who endorsed Trump have pulled their endorsements now.
So this would be my guess. They're a month away from the election. The Republicans are like, oh, S word. We don't really want him to be president anymore. We never wanted him to be president.
Stands for smiles.
Yes, of course. Oh, schmageggies.
Well, look,
this actually might happen.
Clinton is also very unpopular.
And we really don't like Clinton.
Drag it out with Trump. But now that his remarks from 2005 have been released, this digs a very deep hole. That's why Republicans are withdrawing their support for Trump. Do I wish it would have happened earlier? You bet.
I think this was
they're only upset right now.
This was a desperate call for them to be like, okay, we need a reason to not like Trump anymore.
It's not a desperate call. It's more like, okay, oh shoot, we just digged ourselves into a grave because of this leak by the Washington Post.
I have a feeling the party had to have been involved though.
This makes Hillary Clinton look sane,
especially since the party just terminated their mail operations for Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Priebus was thinking, but like, Priebus
is a moron, and he should be.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't say that, but now I'm with you.
Look, in an election year where the GOP could have easily beaten Trump, they nominated the one candidate Clinton can defeat.
I guess. I mean,
Let's not go into that.
Did Paul Ryan take away his support or no?
Yes,
Paul Ryan took away his support.
Yes. He did.
Yeah, he pulled Trump from his event.
RNC has stopped all resources from being used to support Trump's campaign. They're focusing on House and Senate
is the party
races.
going to do something? Like, what's going to happen?
They're going to double down on the congressional elections and try to hold on to their lead.
The RNC can convene and replace Trump. Look, anything can happen in this election.
I just feel
don't get me wrong, anything can happen. We've seen that.
I just feel like the whole thing was kind of like
we're a month
rigged.
away from the election.
The whole thing is rigged because, like, I mean, what he said, it's
rigged.
bad.
Wait, rigged? What do you mean by rigged?
The whole thing was definitely done behind closed doors because this is
October surprise. Well, that's a good question. Why is this an October surprise? Why wasn't this released in February?
No. What I'm saying is, why is this being like? This isn't. I'm not going to say what he said wasn't bad because it was bad. But like, he's said worse things, And
it's not this is a Panama Papers level leak.
David, the person who released it from the Washington Post, David Fahrenholt, should he be held accountable? Do you think he has an agenda?
I don't know, but
who is he working for?
Jeff Bezos.
Who's Jeff Bezos?
The owner of the Washington Post, founder of Amazon.
Isn't he the head of Amazon?
Yeah. Bought it from the Graham family who owned the Washington Post for decades.
But who is he working for?
I wonder if it's like a Zoe Frank Underwood situation.
How's that?
Fahrenholt?
Yeah,
he's a veteran. He's not like Zoe, who was a naive.
Oh, is that a House of Cards reference?
House of Cards
journalist.
Reference. No. My point being is, what if he's been like in contact?
I think I'm also the only person in America who
I
really
think
like
there
House
should be an
Cards.
investigation to Fahrenholt's affiliations.
But
to make sure there aren't any conflicts of interest.
Anyway, what I was saying before is like, this is compared to all the other terrible things he said, this is
relatively mundane.
Relatively mundane.
Would you say such a thing?
No. Would
you say it toward your sister?
No, of course not.
But of course not.
But here's the thing. He has said so many terrible things. This is just one of the many terrible things he said. Why is everyone fixating on
I think we're all in agreement there, Scott.
Should we really be surprised that the kind of person who said deport all Muslims today would say something like this?
I mean, I don't know. Islamophobia and misogyny are two different things, but like...
Well, no, but if you're prejudiced towards one group, I'd say the probability is high that you're prejudiced towards another.
I'm sorry, you said deport Muslims. I thought you meant deport Mexicans.
I said Muslims. And I'm pretty sure he did say something to the effect of deport all Muslims.
A complete... It was like a complete shutdown of Muslims entering the country until we know what's going on, something like that.
Well, even the FBI director said
know what's going on means. But
and this is the FBI director that... let's say morally, but not criminally implicated Clinton.
Yeah, it's possible to do something wrong without it being criminal, but
it's unethical, and that's another discussion. We're not going to get into.
Let's not get into that.
We're not going to get into.
Let's go back to the election. I say let's move on to the debate tonight.
Well,
because the debate tonight.
Let's talk about the last two first.
Well, yeah, what happened in the?
I woke
debate
up.
one and
debate one was a mudslingers.
The morning after the debate one, I honestly thought Trump won the debate, and everyone was saying Clinton did.
No. Trump was on the defensive. Clinton played him like a violin.
Well, yeah.
I guess Trump
let out one big soundbite that really let Hillary win the debate.
Look, Clinton can have a field day tonight if she focuses on herself. Think about it. If she attacks Trump, she's opening a bag of worms.
I think
Trump wants to make the debate about Trump.
Yeah, I think you were right when you said
go into Clinton's infidelities.
Taxes, I think you're right.
He basically admitted to not paying any federal income tax.
Well, look, this was through legal means in which there were loopholes. It just goes to show how flawed our tax code is. But that's another discussion.
Yeah, I think
we're
all
Trump
saying
is a horrible businessman.
Well, of course he's a horrible businessman, but that's another discussion, David.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But look, he's going to try to divert the discussion and talk about Clinton's. Reportedly, he's going to talk about Clinton's infidelities.
He's going to try and talk about the leaks of Hillary's Wall Street speeches.
Yeah.
He's going to try to change the subject.
Yeah, that's what Trump does.
That's what he does.
That's what he said. I'll release my tax returns when Hillary releases her emails.
It's like, because every president needs some sort of blackmail in order to release their tax returns. I mean,
tax returns I agree with.
Ridiculous.
Medical records, I think.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm not so fond of releasing them. I mean, it's none of our darn
business.
That's a bridge too far.
It's like the stamina. Excuse me. There's a reason why you pick a VP.
Yeah. And there's HIPAA laws too. I mean, it's just
it's
so
and I've
ridiculous.
heard about people.
HIPAA laws. That's an
suggesting
interesting discussion.
that
I'm
the
not
tax
sure
return
about
thing be made law instead of just a tradition.
Yeah. Want to move on to the VP debate though?
Yeah,
VP debate.
What I heard about the VP debate is that Pence lied a lot.
I wanted to throw something at the TV.
Was so
Kane and unable.
Boring. It was one of those boring things I'd ever watched.
Yeah.
If Bill Weld were in that debate, I think he would have destroyed both of them.
If Johnson was in the presidential debate, he would destroy both of them. He would look like the sane guy. People would be like,
I don't think so.
Look, a guy who's not sane. Oh my God, I have a choice, a centrist.
No, but
I don't have to pick between dumb and dumber.
His delivery, I don't know. I don't like Johnson's delivery.
What makes you think Weld would have destroyed Kane and Pence?
He's not eloquent.
No, he doesn't whip
Weld
up a
is very eloquent.
Weld is eloquent. But what makes you think Weld would destroy? Destroy is a strong word.
Because he's extremely smart.
He's articulate.
He's very articulate. He just has this presence to him.
Yeah.
That's
Oxford educated.
If being smart made you president, I'm pretty sure we would have elected Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory a long time ago.
That is true.
Bazinga.
People aren't looking for the smartest
Sheldon.
guy for
love
president.
Big Bang Theory.
But I think...
I thought you hate that show, David.
I do hate that show.
Really?
I'm just saying.
But I think,
Okay.
but I mean...
It makes a mockery of my parents' profession.
You know what I liked about the VP debate?
What did you like?
The moderator asked some really good questions. She was very good.
I didn't like her.
I liked her a lot.
She did not let Pence and King go at. She was like a mother. It's like, guys, wait, like we're gonna talk about this now. Like, let them debate.
No, that's the moderator's
the moderator
job.
is not supposed to be a referee. A moderator is supposed to be a moderator and ask the darn questions.
She called them out when they changed subjects. And also the questions were just very well done.
Subjects are interconnected.
Yeah.
Who did the debate? Was it CBS?
I don't know.
Whoever did the debate, they asked
CBS. Well, that's her employer.
I mean, she was a step up from Lester Holt.
Oh, I agree.
Lester
Holt did not do a great job.
Lester Holt was terrible.
Terrific. I think she was at best average.
I thought she was pretty good.
The main takeaway I got
Cooper
from the VP debate was a video I saw basically laying out all the things Mike Pence said Donald Trump didn't say he did.
Yeah.
And was just a pretty much big list
said a
of
lot
all
of
the
inaccuracies.
lies
Both candidates
Mike
said
Pence
inaccurate
made.
stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot.
But I think Pence was able to articulate conservative views effectively.
My problem with the debate was
Look,
that
Pence
they
and
all
Trump are
they didn't
awkward
answer the
couple.
question. So she would ask a question, and then Tim Kaine, I remember the first question of the night was like a very good question to Tim Kaine, and Tim Kaine just went on this whole other rampage on Trump, and it's like that wasn't the question.
That's standard debate practice. Why wouldn't you answer the question you're given when you can answer the
Kaine
question you want to be asked?
Oh no! Of course he did it on purpose, but it was just like so obvious.
Excuse my language. Like screw the questions.
Not a great
I'm here
segue.
to attack.
It was a terror. He just
Trump. I'm Clinton's attack dog.
Yeah, he just he didn't segue into it very well.
To be fair, my opinion on vice presidents in general, they can't do anything to benefit their candidate. They can only hurt them.
But I mean,
so you want to pick the most innocuous vice president you can.
All I can say is that I'm comparing this to the last VP debate. The debate between Paul Ryan and Joe Biden, I think, was a good debate.
Yes.
Two extremely intelligent men going at it on fiscal problems.
I think it was, from what I hear, it was a respectful debate. I wasn't able to watch the full debate because I was in Israel.
I think Biden was a little over the top, but
that's Biden.
Well, was it a respectful debate? I mean, I only was able to see highlights.
I don't know. Biden was a little bit much, but it was a real debate. It was a definite stalemate. Like they both did very well.
But in the case of Kaine and Pence, they're both kind of yes men.
They're both yes men.
I mean, look, Pence, I think won the debate in theory, but at the end of the day, nothing changes.
A funny thing about the story, did you hear that before the debate even started, the Republican Party put out their piece on how Pence won the debate? A full 90 minutes before the debate started.
I mean, I thought it was
really
cocky,
funny.
and I thought it was immature.
That's really funny.
But you know what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a mistake, but it's also hilarious.
Do you think they're going to say, "Oh, Kaine won the debate"?
Well, no.
I
but
mean,
obviously
they
prepared
either of them.
I mean, it was going to be released either way.
Kaine was a little more enthusiastic.
I don't think anyone really won the VP debate. I don't know if anyone can win.
I'm not very fond of either of them.
In terms of performance, I thought Pence won, but in terms of how this affects the race, it doesn't affect it at all.
Let's move on to tonight's debate. How do you think it's going to go down?
Mudslinger ×2.
I think tonight is going to be all about those comments.
Yeah, I think Trump is going to have to work very hard to dig himself out of that hole.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trump's comments is the first question.
He's probably going to go and attack Bill Clinton again.
Yeah,
after saying he won't.
By the way, I'm just going to say this out there. The format of the debates are terrible.
I can't stand the commission on presidential debates.
I'm with you on that.
In my opinion, there should be no live audience. They should have a better almost like a you know how a chess clock works.
I agree with all of that, but at the same time, it would defeat the purpose of the debates. Which is to generate sound bites.
No, but they're talking to each other. They're supposed to have a conversation.
CPD is a bunch of stuck-up elites. I mean, let Gary Johnson debate. At this point, Ross Perot was polling less than Johnson at this time, and
they let Ross
Perot
was allowed
to
have this conversation before.
Yeah, we're not doing this again. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm serious. What's the harm in letting Johnson debate?
I agree with you. Let him debate, but
sure.
At this point, it's
Well, with
you know,
two of the most
little-
unpopular candidates in history.
The problem is that
I don't blame- I
the
would like Johnson.
the Committee on Presidential Debates is a conglomerate of the two parties. So
Yeah.
to
But they
have
advertise
Johnson
nonpartisan,
to
and
have
that's where
Jo-
Johnson has a
Yeah,
case.
they're-
They're pending in court.
Yeah, nonpartisan means two partisan.
Yeah.
Nonpartisan
Two
means
is
no
in the
party,
number two.
actually.
Yeah.
And Johnson has a case pending in court about getting into debates because the CPD claims to be nonpartisan, but in actuality, it consists of two parties, as you correctly mentioned,
Right.
Scotty.
And I hope he wins it. So
I agree.
in 2020, third parties can take the stage.
Have you seen?
Well, even if Johnson takes the stage in the third debate, based on what's been happening,
I very much
he
hope
could
Johnson
win
gets
a
some
state,
success,
which would
because
lead
he
it-
could steal Trump.
Well, look, if Johnson wins a state, and Nate Silver says he
won't win a state.
It's unlikely he'll
plausible,
win a state.
Look, he has a plausible chance of winning New Mexico, his home
Plausible
state.
does not mean possible.
He's polling in Mexico at about 20%.
New Mexico
at about 20%.
20% is
And
enough
anything
to win
can
a
change
state.
based
It's
on
not enough.
It is enough
the two
to take
most
away
unpopular
from
candidates
Trump.
in US
And maybe 15 in Colorado, and that's about
the
it.
good thing about Gary Johnson is he's taking votes away from Trump. That is
Well,
his
look,
virtue.
if he wins a state, this election goes to the House of Representatives. McMullen wins Utah. Mormons. McMullen's a Mormon. They don't like Trump. That takes the election to the House of
You
Representatives.
really think McMullen could win Utah? That would be
No.
Yes.
I feel like Utah's too big. I don't know.
Yeah, Utah
McMullen
is not
is a
100%
Mormon. Utah
Mormons.
is full of Mormons.
Yeah,
they don't
but
like Trump.
More,
Yeah,
but Utah is much more than just Mormons.
Yeah, you understand
There are-
that
there are a
Utah
good
is
amount
a
of
lot
them.
more than Mormons.
But, yeah.
It's probably the
But
most
also
Mormons.
staunch conservatives, and they don't like Trump. McMullen
I-
appeals to them.
On the other,
It
I
is true
think
that a
most-
lot of Western conservatives don't like Trump. That is very
That is true, but I don't
like,
think
like
they're going
Idaho,
to-
Montana.
And also, McMullen is from Utah.
But I really don't think they're going to leave the party line en masse.
Yeah, I just
Based on
there's not
the fact
enough.
that this
I just can't.
election
see
has
it.
featured two of
I
the most
hope-
unpopular candidates in
more
U.S.
likely,
history. I
rather
wouldn't be
than voting
surprised.
for someone else, they'll probably just not vote.
Yeah, that would be my guess. They probably
And that's what
just
these third-party candidates need to do: get those voters that don't want to vote to the polls and vote for them.
Because I've said this on the show before, the main part of an election, the most important part, is not attracting undecided voters. It's activating the base.
It's voter turnout. We said that from the get-go. We said that last year.
Which is why I've been mad at Ohio Secretary of State John Husted for doing a lot of anti-voting practices.
Define an anti-voting.
He just this past election he eliminated Golden Week.
What's Golden Week?
A special 1 week period in the Ohio electoral process where people could register to vote and cast a ballot on the same day.
Well, we don't have that.
I don't
Well, that
understand.
doesn't have. Well, that's not part of Illinois voting.
I'd say it should be. I don't see why we can't cast a ballot the same day we register.
I think it's stupid that election day is one day.
Yeah,
I think it's stupid that it's on a Tuesday, but the Constitution
I think it
says
ought to be. I think it would be fine.
first Tuesday after the second Monday in November.
Going up on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
No. It's
I
second
think it would
Tuesday
be
after
fine
first Monday
if
in
you just
November.
made it
or
a federal holiday.
Wait, it's the second Tuesday after the second Monday in November, right?
No, it's the first. No, it's the first.
Or the first Tuesday after second Monday in
Yeah,
November.
I legitimately don't see why the federal government won't
Something like
make
that.
Election Day a federal holiday.
It's
agree.
That's
it really
it.
ought to be.
It should be a 3-day period, Sunday through Tuesday.
I would agree with that.
I could do that.
At least that's one thing all three of us agree on. I knew I knew there had to be something.
Well, we agreed at the beginning about Trump's comments.
Well, yeah.
Well, I think we're all pretty anti-Trump. We're all pretty I don't know.
Yep. All right, I think we should take a break.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. You're listening to Hear the Press on WRGW District Radio.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
All writers are prone to becoming so attached to our characters and stories that we struggle to see why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing into full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, shaping stories into masterpieces that can stand the test of time. Editing services are provided for all genres and all age categories. Services range from critiques of the short story through to line edits of the full-length novel and copy editing for those preparing for publication. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's bio for your websites, as well as help with those book blurbs and promotional material. We won't abandon you to the masses. We want to celebrate with you in your successes. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services and prices, visit us at blackwolfeditorial.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-610-9050. That's 800-610-9050. 800-610-9050.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it, there to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough-as-nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-7602 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-7602 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-7602. That's 1-800-516-7602. Again, 1-800-516-7602.
And we're back. That's how I feel about this election. It's just getting too hot.
I was just thinking of Ray Lewis. The Ray Lewis dance.
Why?
Because that's what he's known for.
The Hot in Here dance?
Yeah.
I thought he's known to be a legendary...
No, whenever he would get introduced,
player.
whenever he gets introduced into the stadium and they go, from Miami, number 51, Ray, 52, 51, what number was he?
I don't know. Now you're talking about sports.
Ray
I don't know
Lewis.
anything about that.
When he would
Says
walk
the Pats fan.
they would play that song and he would do this hilarious dance.
Speaking of which, New England's leading Cleveland 30-7.
I know.
I'm really not surprised.
Because
Pats fan and a Browns fan.
Because the great man himself is back.
Yeah.
He's back, everyone.
Imagine if Brady's case went to the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really funny.
Are you ready for some justice?
Yeah, Tom Brady has thoroughly deflated.
I could just see like Ruth Bader Ginsburg just be like, what?
That's one. I'm pretty sure that's not a Saoirse Rory case.
Come on, Scott, do your impressions.
I don't know what Ruth Bader Ginsburg sounds like, but like I could just see like them going to like the Supreme Court and just like having
what is this?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg just being like, I could not care less.
Clarence Thomas would be like, what the hell are we doing here?
He would just stand there with that face.
Well, actually the justices have to accept the case.
Yeah, can you say
my
we
Clarence
video
Thomas
here,
face?
Yeah.
Well, the justices have to accept the case.
Yeah, that's true.
So why do they have to accept?
Have you heard my? Oh,
in order for it to proceed.
Have you heard my Gary Johnson?
What about Gary Johnson?
My Gary Johnson impression?
No, go ahead.
I am socially liberal and fiscally responsible. And I like copious amounts of marijuana. That's what he sounds like all the time.
Okay, try to do
I don't know if wanting
his
to smoke
impression
weed
about
every day
regime change.
Regime. What is Aleppo?
I'll take Aleppo for 500. I'll take Aleppo.
Okay, let's
Hillary
Okay,
Clinton, I'll
let's
take
move
the
on.
C for $125,000 in speaking fees.
What?
Shots fired.
I don't know. I missed that.
The C, what is classified? It's
Eh.
what is confidential.
Okay.
What the C on government documents stands for?
That's enough, bro.
Okay. What's
That's enough, bro.
what's the story you had about AP tests or something?
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So I
something
shared with you
about
guys a few weeks ago a Washington Post article written by a parent, Kate Haas.
So it's an opinion piece.
Yes, it's in the on parenting section. Why I regret letting my teen sign up for an AP course. She goes through her experience with her son taking an AP course and that he'd stay up very late studying, and she looks at the pros and cons of an AP course. I've never taken an AP course, so I can't really
Would you care to read us a quote from the
speak to it. Sure. When my son registered to take an advanced placement class during his sophomore year, I was proud. My boy had done well as a freshman at his public school, and now he felt responsible enough to commit to an additional degree of academic rigor. I did not understand what he was getting into. The rural high school I attended offered no AP options, but coursework on the undergraduate level would surely boost the educational opportunities for my son at his decent, but not outstanding, big city school. The classes would give him college credit, allow him to explore advanced academics, and provide a preview of what was ahead. And then further down, my misgivings started when the homework began to pile up. I knew my son would have a lot of material to cover. The syllabus had been explicit about the required reading, but most of his homework seemed to consist of filling in charts. Night after night, I watched him spend hours scanning the pages of his textbook for relevant facts about ancient civilizations. He was not reading to learn, but simply to plug correct bits of information into appropriate boxes.
Well, there's your problem.
Regurgitation
right there.
isn't challenging.
He was taking AP World.
Yes. AP World.
So I actually have very strong opinions on AP. Because the high school I went to was a very progressive high school just outside of Boston. And the head of the school would not allow the kids to take AP courses. He did not allow AP courses within the school because in his opinion, I don't agree with this opinion, but in his words, you miss out certain opportunities in college. Now, the flip side of that, where I disagree with him, is that you kind of need APs to get into certain colleges. It gets you in. Now,
well, I mean, that's funny.
I walked. You gotta let me finish. I walked in.
Recommended.
So I had friends that had walked in with, say, like 20 credits, 12 credits, whatever. I walked in with 0, and honestly, I wasn't sure I wasn't sure if I was going to graduate in 4 years. Which says one of two things: either one, the colleges are asking too much. Or two, the AP course is just kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, are the AP
funny
courses even
because at
based
the
on
high
the
school I
college
went
curriculum?
to,
On a
Jackson,
college level
can I talk
curriculum?
for a second? At the high school I went to, my administration really doubled down on APs. They were trying to get everyone and everybody into them. The year I left, they even started offering some AP courses like AP US to freshmen.
Right. Did you go to a public high school?
Public high school, yeah.
That explains a lot.
Hudson High School.
Did you go to public high school, Scotty?
What?
Didn't you go to public high
I
school?
went to a private high school.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it had something to do with the numbers.
Yeah.
I took like 7 or so AP courses in 4 years. I got 5s on 3 of them, so I walked into GW with 9 credits.
That's great.
So, yeah, on the whole, I think it did help me, but putting too much emphasis on it, I think, is not a great thing.
Yeah,
because one, it encourages too much of the old teaching to the test problem.
I also feel like the colleges are asking too much. If you have to take APs in order to graduate,
if you have to
in 4
take
years,
college level classes to even start college,
it says something. I mean,
yeah. Well, you go to
there are
MIT
students who are
where
gifted.
you need a Nobel Prize just to apply.
I mean, there was a girl from my high school who she ended up going to Syracuse. She took the AP test outside of the school. So she ended up learning all the material on her own and taking the test. She got a 4 or a 5 on it, and Syracuse rejected the credit because she didn't take the class.
That's weird.
It's like, you go through all this work for nothing.
Yeah, most schools I've seen just accept the test score.
Yeah, it was just
That's
odd.
the opposite of normal.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is weird. Normally,
because she had warned us. I remember she talked to her. She was like, "I'm just warning you. Some schools, be careful where you take the AP courses because some of them won't take them."
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not a
standardized testing in general. The AP test is just part of it. I had to take SAT2s to apply to some places.
Yeah, I didn't bother with that. It was just too much.
And
I mean, I didn't take any APs. I tried to get into an AP, didn't work out.
They didn't let you get into an AP?
Yeah, it was AP Euro.
Yeah.
But looking back, I'm content.
Yeah. And really, this goes into another question, which I think is important. Does everyone really need the highest possible level of education? Now, I mean, I'm the first one to say a liberal arts education can be beneficial to anyone, but not everyone needs it.
Agreed.
Well, a lot of jobs require a college degree.
Yes,
but not just a college degree, but also knowing how to do the job itself.
But unless you're getting, like, a law degree or a medical degree or something like engineering or science, I'd say there are a lot of things where maybe a college degree isn't as necessary as people cracked it up to be, said the English major.
I think it depends on what you want to do.
That's a good point.
I think it depends on what you want to do, but I do believe that a college education.
What's your major again, Scotty? If you don't mind
asking. International affairs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, of course.
But not only does a college education help you get a job, but it also, I think, tries to advance your thinking skills, tries to make you think critically.
I think a liberal arts education is very edifying.
I mean, actually, having an English major can do a lot. My cousin, my cousin is an English major. She lives here.
It might not go as far as it used to, though.
Yeah. If she works for some firm or something.
Even when I'm done with this degree, I'm probably going to pursue more schooling just to.
Are you just English major? Or do you got other stuff?
Just English major.
Okay, that's interesting.
I started CS a little too late to get the minor.
What's CS?
Computer science.
Got it. Okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also I believe college is an opportunity to pursue future employment, internships.
But on the other hand, in a economy where people often do struggle to find a job, there are advantages to learning a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say
the
becoming
GOP is for
a plumber
vocational
schooling or an electrician. Those will be always in demand, at least until they invent robots that can perform those functions.
That is true.
Which is someday.
I'm always so.
It's probably going to take a little longer than, say, unskilled factory work.
We always make fun of my grandpa because he knows how to plumb. He knows how to do like an electrician's work. He knows how to do all these things that like.
And he never got paid for them?
Well, no, because when he grew up, it wasn't a thing to have a plumber or an electrician. You just did it yourself.
Yeah.
Also, plumbers make a lot of money.
Plumbers make a ton of money for those.
And they're the crackball jokes. Or almost all jokes.
Yeah, plumbers they rip you off.
A job, if you don't mind mucking about in other people's toilets, you can make over $100,000 a year as a plumber.
You can make a lot of money as a plumber.
They're unionized. They get a good deal.
And they just they charge you so much for like.
Do they flush a lot of money down the toilet?
Boo.
You suck.
But they literally can take $100 for turning a bolt.
No filter.
Yeah. It's probably our fault for being lazy college students who don't know how to work with tools.
Very true.
Insert GW stereotype here.
Yeah, I gotta say,
Yeah, so...
Yeah,
those of you at home, it's probably not a bad idea to learn to pick up a set of tools and do some basic work yourself.
Yeah, I mean, my dad taught me that.
I mean, when,
you can do it,
when your toilet explodes, you should probably call a plumber.
Yeah, but
if it's just a clog, you don't need to spend $100 on fixing it.
Take the law into your own hands. Take matters into your own hands.
Sometimes literally.
Well, not hands, but like with a plunger.
Well,
ideally.
I think using your hands would be disgusting.
Okay, we're gonna change the subject now. Oh, right.
Back to education.
So education.
Yes.
You
shouldn't flush down the toilet.
I'm of the belief, and this might be a little controversial.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this isn't really relevant.
Oh, just say it.
No, go ahead, say it.
This is more having to do with like college loans and stuff like that.
Well, that's another subject.
Another big deal.
You're better. I feel like you're almost, and I feel weird saying this. You're almost better off if you come from a family that doesn't make as much income. It's almost better that you go to a community college, but with no loans, than to go to
that's absolutely
than
true.
to go to a bigger college. And
here's the thing,
because the thing is, yes, you'll have a more lucrative job, but all the money is going to be going to.
Well, think about it. Some go to community college for 2 years, get their gen eds. Well, look, they go to community college for 2 years, get their general requirements out of the way, and then transfer.
I just feel weird saying
that. I think is a really smart move.
I don't know.
It is a true thing. More people need to consider community colleges an option.
Which means they need to be better quality, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
and I'm totally in favor of Obama and Hillary and Bernie's plan to make community college for individuals.
Yeah, this country can't
mixed
afford
feelings.
that,
We're not going there, though.
We're $19 trillion.
We're not going there. We're not going.
But also, some people go to community college for 2 years, get their general requirements out of the way, and then they transfer to a 4-year college. That's smart.
Happen.
Is it cheaper?
Sometimes.
Yes.
And
it's usually
often,
cheaper.
And often the criterion to get in is
Think about
somewhat
it.
easier if you're a transfer
paying
student.
At a college for all 4 years, paying at a 4-year college for all 4 years versus paying for 2 years.
Yeah.
In which you get your gen eds out of the way at a community college for little to zero.
It's definitely easier to go to a community college and then try and transfer into somewhere like Harvard or even GW.
I don't know. Would a Harvard student really take?
Well, Harvard is different, but GW. A friend of mine just transferred from community college to GW.
Harvard undergrad is actually kind of a joke, actually.
A friend of mine just transferred from community college to GW. She got credits out of the way at community college, and now she transferred to GW so she can get a bachelor's.
It's smart. Yeah. It's really smart.
Yep. If you're out there, Caleb, hi.
All right, what else is happening? Oh, hurricane in Florida.
Yeah, Rock, you like a hurricane.
Big stuff down there. Haiti, the death count's very high.
Over 500.
500? I thought it was 2. My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, this must be a pretty bad storm. And, this is why we need to prepare for such storms. Mm-hmm. It's important.
I believe emergency preparedness is important.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you conduct fire drills and other kinds of drills in schools. Emergency preparedness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe they ought to start having hurricane drills.
Well, there is such a thing as tornado drills.
There's evacuation and stuff like that.
Because these hurricanes are starting to happen more and more often.
No, we're not going to go into the climate change.
No, we're not.
No.
It's not the day for that.
Or any religious conspiracy, which I think is stupid. What?
What religious conspiracy?
It's because of these people. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, okay, we're not going to go into
exactly. I am keeping it clean so I don't have a potty mouth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on.
And I can crack a lot of jokes. Okay,
break.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Hear the Press on WRGW District Radio.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
All writers are prone to becoming so attached to our characters and stories that we struggle to see why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing to full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, shaping stories into masterpieces that can stand the test of time. Editing services are provided for all genres and all age categories. Services range from critiques of the short story through to the line edits of the full-length novel and copy editing for those preparing for publication. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's bio for your websites, as well as help with those book blurbs and promotional material. We won't abandon you to the masses. We want to celebrate with you in your successes. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services and prices, visit us at blackwolfeditorial.com.
Individual
800-610-9050.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it. There to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough as nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-7602 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-7602 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-7602. That's 1-800-516-7602. Again, 1-800-516-7602.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
What were you guys talking about?
Scotty just showed me
a really bad vine. I don't want
to offensive vine.
I'm not going to talk about it.
We'll talk about it after the show. We'll talk about it after the show.
Is it like not allowed to be played on air?
No,
it's just not. It just wouldn't be funny on the air.
It wouldn't be funny on the air, and I think there's a swear in it, so I don't want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you're just having fun without me.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're sitting there up on your high horse. For the record, America, Jackson actually sits in the production booth on top of a high horse.
That would be a nay.
Nay.
Nay indeed, sir.
You know John Pinette, the comedian?
Who?
John Pinette, the comedian?
No.
Nay. He's really funny.
Wouldn't that be Pinette?
Pinette. His name is John Pinette. What else is happening in the world, Jackson? Besides the election.
Well,
what election?
Exactly, what election?
What election? Let's see. Oh, did anyone see that picture of Ted Cruz making calls for Trump?
No.
Oh my god.
I saw that. It was funny.
I didn't see that. Why was Ted Cruz making calls for Trump?
It was just really funny.
Yeah,
it was just this picture and he looks so miserable.
Yeah. I know that sort of thing.
Hello, this is Ted Cruz.
Like with the old Chris Christie GIF.
God bless the United States of America.
Who are you imitating?
Ted Cruz.
Oh my god. Can you do some other imitations?
Yeah, I think we need to fill a little time here.
Of who?
Saranovic!
No, people that they know.
On.
People that they know. That viewers would know.
Gary Johnson.
We already did that.
Brian Williams.
Brian Williams?
That's pretty dated now.
Yeah.
Lester Holt.
Lester Holt doesn't really have a very...
Can you do Tim Kaine?
Tim Kaine doesn't really have a...
Mike Pence.
He doesn't really have one either. Like, there was... My name's Jake Tapper. I can't do Jake Tapper.
Wolf Blitzer.
I feel like Wolf is always up in... He's always up in this register, and he always sounds like he's like this. I don't know. I can't really do Wolf Blitzer. I used to be able to do a good Hillary Clinton, and I kind of lost it. Because like Hillary Clinton does this thing where she's always like up here, where she's like, well, Senator Sanders believes that I'm the first nominee, female nominee in the United States history. So she always sounds like she's like in an ad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What, Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, she always sounds.
She is always in an ad.
Like her
life is an ad.
I feel, yeah. Thank you. Like, I always feel like she's like Billy Mays in the Mighty Putty commercials.
That was a Steve's company,
OxyClean.
Yeah, or no, Kaboom. I could see her saying Kaboom.
Do not disrespect the great Billy Mays.
You know, Senator Sanders says it would be 15, but I said it was 12. No. Secretary Clinton, you said it would be $15 an hour.
I'm
guys-
sure Billy Mays is in heaven.
You
partying
guys,
like
you
it's
guys,
1999.
you guys don't seem very impressed.
Not especially.
I'm just trying to control myself.
Have you ever seen Bobby Moynihan do Chris Christie?
I think so.
I mean, it's bad, but it's just funny.
It's
He's like,
decent.
I love. He's like, where he'll be like, Anderson, can I go on my rant now? Yes, we're all gonna die.
What about Dr. Ben Carson? The fruit salad of a life.
You got way too excited about that.
So I think we need to figure this out where, this country is a Judeo-Christian country. I don't know what these liberals and leftists are talking about. I feel like that would be Ben Carson.
Mitt Romney, who just defended the GOP from Trump's lewd remarks.
Oh.
Washington Examiner has this article. Romney, even Clinton called Obamacare crazy. He's trying to change the subject.
No, I love Mitt
Why?
I can do Mitt
This is
Romney.
an opportunity for Romney to pounce on Trump.
Can I do Mitt Romney's laugh? Aha, 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 ha.
Error laugh not found.
Aha. That's the Mitt Romney laugh.
And I wonder why he's not doing that now. He's been
Donald
against Trump this whole
Trump is the
election.
biggest thing in
Why
this
not
election.
pounce on him now?
I think he's not going to be president.
No, he'll never be president. Sorry.
Romney could have ran. What would he have had to lose?
Mitt Romney style. Do you guys remember that video? College Humor?
I remember Jib Jab.
I don't know.
From 2004.
I don't know that one.
Oh. Maybe I'll try to I'll look for it, but in the meantime, how do you feel about Brady being back?
Never felt so good.
You guys interested in talking about?
Did you know that Justice Roberts once quoted Eminem lyrics?
Who?
Chief Justice Roberts.
What did you quote?
No, my favorite was when
quoted Eminem lyrics. It was in a case as to whether or not social media threats can be used as evidence in court.
My favorite is Herman Cain in his concession speech quoting the Pokemon movie. That was the best.
What did he? Pokemon.
Wait, look that
movie.
up. Oh, shucky ducky.
Which is, of course, what the S word stands for.
Yes, that is exactly what the S word stands for.
It
Oh,
stands
shucky ducky.
He stands for smiles.
Find that, Jackson. Find Herman Cain quoting the
What
Pokemon.
was Pokemon? I have it from 2000.
No, it's 2000. It should be 2008.
You mean 2012?
No. Wait, when did he run?
2012.
Okay.
2012.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is Justice Roberts.
Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. Show Herman Cain.
Justice Roberts quoting Eminem lyrics.
Wait, do Herman Cain. The $9.99 tax plan.
Which one?